One night, Oledo was having a swim alone at the stream when she noticed a strange dog sitting by the riverbank. Oledo wondered what the dog was doing by the stream at that time of the night, but decided to ignore it as she continued to swim. A few hours later, Oledo felt a tap on her shoulder and realized that she was sleeping by the side of the river. It was her sisters, Oge and Chidinma, who came to the stream to look for her and was shocked to find her sleeping by the side of the stream. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Oledo who loved to swim in the village river at night. Oledo was a very shy girl, an introvert who loved her own company. She had two younger sisters who she loved with all of her heart, but despite this, Oledo still loved to keep to herself. She would spend hours in her hut alone and only left her hut whenever she had to help around the house or during night time when she had to go swimming at the village stream. One night, Oledo was having a swim alone at the stream when she noticed a strange dog sitting by the riverbank. Oledo wondered what the dog was doing by the stream at that time of the night, but decided to ignore it as she continued to swim. A few hours later, Oledo felt a tap on her shoulder and realized that she was sleeping by the side of the river. It was her sisters, Oge and Chidinma, who came to the stream to look for her and was shocked to find her sleeping by the side of the stream. Oledo was confused as she wondered how she fell asleep by the stream. Her sisters were so worried about her and advised her to stop swimming at night, but Oledo assured them that she would be more careful from that day forward. The next day, Oledo decided to remain home as she could not take her mind off what happened the previous night. She sat in her room, lost in her own thoughts, when she heard the bark of a dog outside her window. This was in the peak of the afternoon, so Oledo looked through her window and caught sight of the same dog she saw by the stream the other night. Eager to know why the dog was following her around, she rushed out of her hut to meet the dog, but the dog was nowhere to be found. Oledo searched the whole vicinity for the dog but could not find it. She returned to her room confused as she wondered why the dog was following her around. The next morning, Oledo's mother sent Oledo to take some food to her auntie's house, which was on the other side of the village. Oledo set out on her way and met an old man who looked extremely sick with sores all over his body. The villagers avoided him because of his sores and were unwilling to help him. Oledo, on seeing this, had compassion for him and tended to his wounds. She gave him some of her aunt's food to eat, and the old man ate the food speedily, thanking her for her kindness. Oledo, seeing that time had far gone, continued on her way. She arrived her aunt's home and heard a loud scream coming from inside the hut. Curious as to why anyone was screaming, Oledo entered the hut and met her pregnant auntie being beaten by her husband. Oledo could not believe her eyes as everything began to make more sense to her. Her auntie had suffered several miscarriages in the past, and everyone wondered why this was happening, not knowing that it was her violent husband who was behind all her miscarriages. As Oledo tried to shield her auntie from her violent husband, he raised his hand and tried to slap her out of his way when he suddenly began to scream like someone who had seen a ghost. Oledo and her auntie watched as he ran away from their presence terrified, and they wondered what could have happened. Oledo, seeing that it was now getting late, decided to head back home. On her way, she met the strange dog again, sitting by the roadside. Oledo, filled with fear, ran as fast as her legs could carry her. She arrived their hut and informed her mother of what she saw at her aunt's house and how her aunt's husband ran away without a word, and Oledo's mother furious as to what she was hearing, promised to protect her sister at all costs. However, Oleido did not tell her mother about her encounter with the strange dog, as she decided to figure everything out by herself. Several weeks passed, and Oleido never went to the river at night to swim. One morning, her father came to her room to inform her that his rich friend's son Ikechukwu had declared an interest in marrying her.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please share and follow us for more stories and comments if you want us to tag you on next part.